All right, good evening. I'd like to call to order the Planning and Development Committee meeting of Wednesday, January 8th, 2025. Niagara Region and Grimsby are situated on treaty land. This land is steeped in the rich history of the First Nations, such as the Hattaway-Wendarong, the Haudenosaunee, and the Anishinaabe, including the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation. There are many First Nations, Métis, and Inuit people from across Turtle Island that live and work in Niagara today. The regional municipality of Niagara and the town of Grimsby stand with all Indigenous people, past and present, in promoting the wise stewardship of the lands on which we live. Are there any disclosures of pecuniary or non-pecuniary interest? Seeing none, can I have a mover and seconder to approve the agenda? Moved by Member Potter, second by Councillor Frake. Moved by Member Potter, second by Councillor Frake. Resolved that the January 9th or 8th, 2025 Planning and Development Committee agenda be approved. All in favor? That's carried. No delegations today. Can I have a mover and seconder for the consent reports? Moved by Member Drew, second by Councillor Frake. Moved by Member Drew, second by Councillor Frake. Resolved that the Planning and Development Committee hereby approves the following items and the various consent items be approved on the recommendation as contained therein. PA 25-01, that report PA 25-01, Grimsby Official Plan Consolidation 2025, dated January 8, 2025, be received. PA 25-02, that report PA 25-02, Zoning Bylaw 1445, Consolidation 2025, dated January 8th, 2025, be received. All in favor? That's carried. Up next, we move to discussion reports. Can I have a mover and seconder to get the proposed zoning bylaw amendment at 152 Main Street West report on the floor for discussion? Moved by Member Potter, second by Member Drew.
Are you going to come up?
Welcome.
Thank you, Mayor. I just wanted to provide a brief presentation. It's been this report, this zoning bylaw amendment was seen at a public meeting on December 4th, so it's just been a little bit of time, so I thought I'd just give everybody a quick refresher. So my name is Sarup. I'm the planner representing this file. And so this is regarding a zoning bylaw amendment application for 152 Main Street West. The proposed development consists of expanding a preschool to utilize the single detached dwelling on the subject lands with the permission of the St. Andrews Anglican Church. The proposal consists of a change of use of the subject lands. There are no alterations to the built form. The only interior renovations may be required at the building permit stage and with the expansion of the existing preschool. Next slide. So this is just a quick location of the subject lands. The property is located on the larger area owned by the St. Andrews Anglican Church. There is a secondary school behind the large church-owned properties, and the daycare, as noted here, is an existing use. And the property is located at that kind of intersection of Main Street West and the St. Andrews Avenue. Next slide. So this is the concept plan that was prepared by the applicant. The area in green is where they highlight the subject lands that they're proposing to amend. The remaining lands are owned by the church, and they're all zoned institutional. Next slide. So the subject lands are designated as institutional area as per the town of Grimsby's official plan. Schedule B, land use, as seen here, highlights the area as in the blue as institutional. The purpose and effect of the proposed zoning bylaw amendment is to amend the subject lands, which is 152 Main Street West, to also align with the institutional zoning. Currently, it is zoned Main Street, MS, as per Schedule 12A in the zoning bylaw amendment. Zoning bylaw 1445. Next slide. I also want to highlight that the application notes that they are asking for an exception for the zoning requirements for parking, as they have an existing parking lot on the lot, which would be enough to, which is sufficient for parking sufficient for the parking of drop-off and pickup for the daycare that is proposed on 152 Main Street West. I want to note that staff are satisfied with the proposed zoning bylaw amendment as it better aligns with the land use indicated within the official plan, removing inconsistencies between the documents. Additionally, the proposed use of the institutional purposes of the daycare provide relief for the region's projected growth in need for daycare facilities, which are expected to meet their goals for population by 2026. Next slide. I want to highlight again that this was also noted in the public meeting, but no agency comments were received, no concerns were received. Heritage staff are supportive of the application as 152 Main Street West is designated. However, they note that if there are any physical alterations that take place, the applicant is aware that a heritage permit may be required upon review at that time. Next slide. I also want to note that no significant concerns were noted. Actually, no concerns were noted from the public, just more so comments. So this is the only comment received, essentially noting that pickup and drop-off times, asking about pickup and drop-off times and whether there would be any parking on St. Andrews Avenue, at which the applicant noted the comment and states that pickup and drop-off times will be staggered to minimize traffic-related complications. Additionally, no parking. As far as they're concerned, they will be allowing no parking on St. Andrews Street. And it's also not supported by the bylaw. So next slide. And so this is my final recommendation. Staff are supportive of the application and recommend that the draft bylaw be submitted to council for approval. That concludes my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. Any questions or comments from planning? No, seeing none. Moved by Member Potter, second by Member Drew. Resolved that report PA 24-39, proposed zoning bylaw amendment at 152 Main Street West, dated January 8th, 2025, be received, and the draft bylaw attached to the report in Appendix A be submitted to council for approval, and that the mayor and clerk be authorized to sign the agreement on the town's behalf. All in favor? That's carried. Is there any other business for this evening? Seeing none. Next Planning and Development Committee meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, February 5th, 2025 at 5 p.m. Good evening, everyone. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Thanks, Mayor.
Have a good night.